Now, those of us that are into self-love and all these topics tend to be a little better at giving than receiving. We tend to go through a journey of putting other people first, making sure that other people are happy, other people are doing well, and not taking into account how we are feeling, how we are doing. Not all of us are there at this point, but I feel like most of us have gone through that at some point. But here's what I want to share with you today. I'm going to challenge you today. We'll see if you want to take on the challenge. But everyone talks about it, and I talked about this a lot, about the fact that you can only give to the level that you allow yourself to receive, and you can only give what you have. So the reason why I always say fill your own cup first, right? We're trying to give from an empty cup. We're trying to give from a place of not even ourselves having enough. But I want you to like me. I want to be accepted. I want to be loved. So I'm gonna give. It's not always coming from that place, but for me, a big part of my life was coming from that place of just wanting to be loved and wanting to be accepted. And at the same time, of course, wanting other people to feel good, to be okay, to do well, to be happy. So there's many factors that go into it. It's not as simple as some people say, oh, you're just coming from unworthiness. It might be a more complex situation than that. And I like the idea that you can only give to the level that you allow yourself to receive. If you breathe in, right? My nose is stuffy right now. If you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you can kind of use that as a reminder, as a visual, as an analogy of your ability to give and receive. You were able to breathe out, blow air out, because first you took air in. So you can help people, you can be there for others. That's the breathing out part. If you first breathe in, if you did a little bit of self-care. And of course we have some crazy weeks. This week actually was a little crazy for me. But on a general, like the general picture of your life, the bird's eye view of your life, how much time are you breathing in? How much time are you breathing out? How much time is it self-care? How much time is it caring for other people? And it's funny, I think there's a part of us many times that feels unworthy of putting ourselves first. I remember I used to, I still go through that sometimes, that sometimes if I'm just relaxing, just chilling, there's a part of me that just feels like, shit, I should be doing something. I grew up in an environment of hard work. I've always worked really hard. And there's a part of me that just can't relax, that doesn't feel worthy of receiving the time to just breathe. Like a t-shirt that I made for myself. And I think, and I believe, and I've seen in my own life that what's been helpful for me is to challenge those parts of myself. Lovingly, because it's a part of me. So I don't have that belief of like push things away and shift things and like come out of a state or whatever. But I gently, compassionately, lovingly challenge those parts of myself. And here's what I've done over the years, and now it feels completely different. I want to challenge you to put yourself first up to the point where it feels extremely selfish. I want you to make yourself a priority up to the point where it feels like I'm going a little overboard, I'm going a little too far. Doesn't need to be for too long. It can be a day, a few days, a week, or whatever feels good to you, half a day. But this is gonna sound weird too, but I invite you to do it up to the point, like I said, where it feels selfish, and even up to where you might disappoint someone. I believe that we need to go through that experience of disappointing someone by putting ourselves first. To learn a lot about ourselves, learn a lot about the other person, maybe the relationship, and actually maybe start to shift the relationship in the direction that we want it to shift. Here's my point. If you're putting yourself first and someone gets really pissed off and disappointed and triggered and mad at you or whatever, it's tough. I tend to hesitate about talking about relationships because there's way more involved in a relationship than the point that I'm trying to make. But here's the point that I want to make. If putting yourself first really disappoints someone, is that a healthy relationship? Does that person truly care about you, or they care more about what they get out of the relationship? That's it. I really hesitate about diving into. It's a complex topic. I'm not saying complicated, I'm saying complex. There's many moving parts in a relationship. But I've seen that it's been powerful for me to actually disappoint people by not spending time with them when they wanted me to spend time with them, but I needed time for myself. It's been incredibly powerful for me, for my own journey, and also for the relationships, because now they realize, like, okay, he's actually gonna do whatever he wants to do first. But here's the other beautiful thing, that now, over time, they realize that if you're spending time with them, it's because you really wanted to be there. So now you're showing them, like, I'm not just going because I feel like it's an obligation and I should spend time with you. When I'm with you, it's because I want to be with you. So it's actually a beautiful shift, in my opinion, and experience. But that's it. I just wanted to challenge you to, one of the ways that we can love ourselves more is, in my experience, it's easy to say that we love ourselves. It's even relatively easy maybe sometimes to do a self-love exercise. A little meditation, guided meditation, visualization, mirror work, journaling exercise. But when it comes time to actually put ourselves first, actually make ourselves a priority, actually do what we really want to do and not the things that we feel like we need to do, that's when it's a little harder. That's when it becomes a little more challenging. So I just want to challenge you to do that. I just want to challenge you to put yourself first, up to the point where, number one, it feels like it's too much, you're going a little too far. Number two, up to the point where you might disappoint people. That's part of the journey. That's part of the journey. You're just kind of breaking their expectations and challenging their expectations, because sometimes people have unrealistic expectations of ourselves. Sometimes we have unrealistic expectations of ourselves. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think about that? And are you willing to try it for one day or whatever, however long you want to do? Let me know if you're willing to try it. Let me know how it goes. If this helped, I have some tools, exercises, ideas, mindset shifts that can really, really help for a much deeper self-love experience. So I'll put the link below for that. Hope this helped. If it resonates, I'll put some videos up here that might be useful for you, might be helpful. Have an amazing day. Thanks for watching.